So I am supposed to be doing a joint assault on the Scoundrel's Haven with the city guard. And Winston is orchestrating
Kto
it.
postanowił w końcu się pojawić? Dobrze, w końcu jesteśmy w komplecie. Dzięki zwiadowcom z gildii przez ostatnie kilka dni obserwowaliśmy przystań. Mamy dokładne informacje o patrolach, liczbie uzbrojonych wojowników oraz ewentualnych cywilach. Pomimo, że to banda niezorganizowanych łajdaków, to potrafią oni walczyć. Atak frontalny z pewnością przyniósłby zbyt wiele strat w naszych oddziałach. Ponownie wykorzystamy zasoby gildii i dzięki łodziom zaatakujemy z dwóch stron. Podczas gdy my przypuścimy szturm na główne wejście, strzelcy popłyną na łodziach i ostrzelają obrońców.
A co ja mam robić?
Już bałem się, że nie zapytasz. Jesteś jedyną osobą, która miała okazję dokładnie zwiedzić obóz i poznać wszystkich. Wejdziesz do środka jak gdyby nigdy nic i pójdziesz rozmówić się z Cortezem. Przekażesz mu ten dokument z warunkami kapitulacji. Następnie upewnisz się, że jego głowa opuści kark w momencie, gdy tylko przeczyta ostatnią literę.
What? Why would I offer surrender and then behead him? What? I don't understand that.
Cortez ma otrzymać warunki kapitulacji?
To pomysł naszego wyśmienitego i oświeconego wysłannika królewskiego. Szuka wszędzie mięsa do pracy w kopalni. To przez niego mamy chociaż spróbować zaciągnąć tych drani na statek do Chronicles. Oczywiście oboje wiemy, jak to się skończy i jak wszyscy oczekują, że się to skończy. Żadnych jeńców.
If you're looking for people to work in the mine, then why are we killing people?
Nie traćmy czasu, ruszajmy.
Ruszymy do ataku, gdy tylko usłyszymy zamieszanie w obozie. Gdyby w obozie zrobiło się zbyt gorąco po ataku na Corteza, to spróbuj przeczekać, aż dotrzemy z odsieczą. Powodzenia, Marvin, i udanych pertraktacji.
Crownless King. Winston has presented me with a plan to attack the Scoundrel's Haven. First, I am to present Cortez with the terms of surrender and demand that he accept them immediately. The rest of the unit will join me later. Well, this makes it sound like I'm just trying to get him to surrender. I don't understand. I need to replay this dialogue. Make sure I interpreted it right, because that makes no sense to me why we would offer him a surrender letter and then decapitate him once he reads the last part of the letter? Like, did I read that right?
A kto to postanowił
Look
w
who
końcu
finally
się
decided
pojawić?
to show up.
Dobrze, w końcu jesteśmy
Finally
w
all
komplecie.
set thanks to the
Dzięki
Guild
zwiadowcom z
Scouts who've been
gildii przez
watching the
ostatnie
Haven
kilka
for the
dni
past few
obserwowaliśmy
days.
przystań. Mamy dokładne
We have accurate
informacje
information on
o
patrols,
liczbie
number of
uzbrojonych
armed
wojowników
combatants, and
oraz
possible
ewentualnych
civilians.
cywilach. Pomimo, że to
Despite
banda
being a bunch of
niezorganizowanych
unorganized
łajdaków, to
scoundrels they
potrafią
can
oni
fight, a
walczyć.
frontal attack would
Atak
certainly
frontalny
bring
z
too many
pewnością
losses to our
przyniósłby zbyt
troops.
wiele strat w naszych oddziałach. Ponownie wykorzystamy
We'll use
zasoby
the guides
gildii
as
i dzięki
resources
łodziom
again,
zaatakujemy z
and
dwóch
by
stron.
using boats
Podczas
attack
gdy my
something.
przypuścimy
While we
szturm na
assault the
główne
main
wejście,
entrance, the archers will
strzelcy
come up in
popłyną
boats
na
and
łodziach i
fire on
ostrzelają
the
obrońców.
defenders. What am I supposed to do?
A co ja mam robić?
Już bałem się, że nie
I was
zapytasz.
afraid you wouldn't ask.
Jesteś
You're the only
jedyną
person who's
osobą,
had the
która miała
opportunity
okazję
to tour the
dokładnie
camp
zwiedzić
so
obóz i
thoroughly and
poznać
get to know
wszystkich.
everyone.
Wejdziesz do
You
środka
will go
jak gdyby
inside as
nigdy
if nothing
nic
ever
i
happened and
pójdziesz
go talk
rozmówić
to
się z
Cortez.
Cortezem. Przekażesz mu ten
You will hand
dokument
him
z
this
warunkami
document with the
kapitulacji.
terms of surrender. You will
Następnie
then make sure that his
upewnisz się,
head
że
leaves
jego
his neck
głowa
the
opuści
moment
kark
he
w momencie,
reads
gdy
the
tylko
last
przeczyta
letter.
ostatnią literę.
Like, oh, I don't understand.
Cortez ma otrzymać warunki kapitulacji?
To pomysł naszego wyśmienitego i oświeconego wysłannika królewskiego. Szuka wszędzie mięsa do pracy w kopalni. To przez niego mamy chociaż spróbować zaciągnąć tych drani na statek do Chronicles. Oczywiście oboje wiemy, jak to się skończy i jak wszyscy oczekują, że się to skończy. Żadnych jeńców.
Alright.
Nie traćmy czasu, ruszajmy.
Ruszymy do ataku, gdy tylko usłyszymy zamieszanie w obozie. Gdyby w obozie zrobiło się zbyt gorąco po ataku na Corteza, to spróbuj przeczekać, aż dotrzemy z odsieczą. Powodzenia, Marvin, i udanych pertraktacji.
So then this, again, just says, first I'm to present Cortez with the terms of surrender and demand that he accept them immediately. No mention in the journal of murdering him. What if he surrenders? What if he accepts? Like, you want me to still kill him? Did he actually give me a document that that I can read? I didn't catch that. Terms of surrender. They don't let me read this. I have no idea what I'm agreeing to right now. Am I supposed to kill the guy?
Rozumiem.
What are the terms that he has to surrender to? Like, this makes no sense to me. I am utterly baffled and potentially not on board with what this quest is asking. Like, I have no moral qualms with killing people. I've been murdering people all the time in this game. I'm aggressive when I feel it's appropriate, but if we're offering surrender terms, then why are we killing him? Like, the initial dialogue was like, decapitate him before he finishes reading the last letter, or as he's reading the last letter, so like before he even has a chance to accept. Like, is it just a ploy to kill him, to keep him distracted while I do the deed? Like, and if so, like, why does it have to be terms of surrender in the first place? And then why does the journal tell me to make sure to demand that he accept the terms of surrender and not just go in there and act all friendly and then ram a sword through his stomach when he's least expecting it? Like, this makes no sense to me. Rodrigo probably would tell me, hey, you looking for Cortez? Well, he's over at the arena. Can I warn Cohen that
Hej, ty.
the stuff is about to hit the fan and maybe you should be ready to surrender or hide out somewhere or get out of town? Apparently not.
Kogo moje oczy widzą? Obiło mi się o uszy, że zrobiłeś niezłą karierę. I narobiłeś sobie przy okazji sporo wrogów. W czym może ci pomóc stary, dobry Cortez? Szukasz schronienia?
Be silent and draw your weapon, whereas I have come to offer refuge to you. Is this offering the terms of surrender?
Przyszedłem zaproponować schronienie dla ciebie. Mam dla was warunki kapitulacji od Rodericha.
Doskonale wiesz, co ci odpowiem. I twoi pracodawcy także doskonale zdawali sobie z tego sprawę. Więc podejrzewam, że jesteś tu w zupełnie innym celu. Może darujemy sobie ten bełkot dla skrybów i porozmawiamy jak prawdziwi mężczyźni.
See, like, even offering refuge is not clear to me, because for all I know, that might mean, hey, there's an assault group who's gonna come here. I want to help you escape because I'm on your side. So, you know, like, refuge is, like, confusing to me in that context. I came here to make you all an offer of surrender, like, God. Who all was even watching this? Like, no one was around the arena.
Przybyłem tutaj, by złożyć wam wszystkim propozycję
Now there's suddenly
kapitulacji.
people everywhere.
Przychodzisz do naszego obozu, zabijasz naszego kapitana i oczekujesz, że będziemy z tobą rozmawiać? Zastrzelimy cię, zanim się zdążysz ruszyć.
After killing Cortez, it's time for me to deal with remaining pirates in the area. The question is, will I be able to convince them to surrender, or will there be a fight? Do you want to die for this
Czy
place?
chcecie umierać za to miejsce?
Well, I mean, this is pulling my weight around. Pushing my weight around. I don't think they really I don't feel like trust is the thing here. Of course, if I try to push my weight around, they all outnumber me, and theoretically they could overthrow me. What was the last thing I said? I don't even remember.
Jestem mistrzem tej areny i zabiłem Corteza. Teraz ja tu rządzę.
Myślisz, że możesz nas zastraszyć? Jesteś tutaj sam. Możesz sobie być i mistrzem całej areny, ale nie jesteś odporny na bełty. Wcześniej mistrzem był Ben. W walce nie miał sobie równego, ale myślisz, że ktoś by za nim poszedł? Siła to nie wszystko.
Alright.
Znacie mnie i wiecie, że można mi zaufać.
Moritz wspomniał, że mu pomogłeś. Większość chłopaków mówiła, że zawsze walczyłeś uczciwie. Javad szczególnie cię sobie ceni. Dobrze, kilka osób ci ufa, ale to nie znaczy, że nagle się poddamy, bo tak nam powiedziałeś. Powiedzmy, że masz naszą uwagę. Co jest w tej propozycji kapitulacji?
Ujdziecie z
Beats
życiem,
me.
ale za cenę swojej wolności.
I didn't get to read the actual
Zostaniecie
document.
zesłani do kolonii górniczej w Korinis, by kopać magiczną rudę dla króla. W zamian za to zostanie wam zapewnione bezpieczeństwo, jedzenie i dach nad głową.
Niezwykle hojna i kusząca jest ta propozycja. Niestety, nie mogę się na nią zgodzić. Wolimy umrzeć, niż być niewolnikami
I mean,
króla.
of course, that's the correct response for you guys. Oh, hello. Hey, they healed me up, though. That's cool. Oh, Rodrigo. You poor man with no weapon. Anybody else? Alright, so now the assault on the main camp has happened, and I am getting XP for dying people.
Niczego tu nie znajdę.
So I am not very concerned about getting in there and getting the kill on anything. Heavy Orc Axe. Who was using that? Was that... Oh wow. Well, that's... Did my buddy Cohen die? The merchant's definitely gone. So, yeah. Probably a good thing that I bought that dragon root potion from him. It's looking like he might not survive or remain here afterward. Okay, Lutinist. Oh, there's like more combat happening or something. Who's drawing weapons? Moritz? So that then begs the question. I never got to figure out what Fox is all about, but it begs the question if there was a way that I could have prevented this massacre. Like, I thought I was on pretty good terms with everyone here, and I got a couple of people to sort of speak up for me.
Nic tu nie ma. Nie ma czego plądrować.
Oscar. Hero, they killed Hero.
Niczego tu nie znajdę.
That looks like Cohen. Yep, my buddy Cohen.
Niczego tu nie znajdę. Nic tu nie ma. Nic tu nie ma.
Everybody is dead.
Niczego tu nie znajdę. Nic tu nie ma. Niczego tu nie znajdę. Nie ma czego niczego tu nie znajdę. Nie ma czego niczego tu nie znajdę. Nic tu nie ma.
Nothing
Nic tu nie
there.
ma. Niczego tu nie znajdę. Niczego tu nie znajdę.
Who keeps drawing their weapon?
Jak udały się pertraktacje?
Well, Yeah, now there's no one to send to the colony because you killed everyone.
Mogło pójść lepiej.
Piraci nie żyją, atak odbył się z niewielkimi stratami po naszej stronie. Moim zdaniem wszystko poszło zgodnie z planem.
Jaki jest dalszy plan?
Sprawdzimy to miejsce od góry do dołu. Z pewnością mają ukrytych tutaj sporo kosztowności i innych łupów. Wszystko to musi trafić do miejskiego skarbca. Upewnimy się też, że ci wszyscy przestępcy dotrą bez żadnych przeszkód do miejskich lochów. Jeśli chodzi o ciebie, to możesz wracać do przełożonych, by zdać raport. W mieście czeka na ciebie z pewnością pokaźna nagroda.
Who even survived? It kind of looks to me like you killed every named person. Like, the only people I don't see are just generic pirates or smugglers or whatever. So we got all these people. Like, Spirit, I guess? I don't remember seeing Spirit.
Niczego tu nie znajdę.
Was Ripper among these people, or didn't I kill him with the potion that turned him into a raptor? A snapper, I mean. Oh, well, there's more dead over
Dobra
here.
robota, Marvin. Żałuj, że nie widziałeś ich zaskoczenia, kiedy weszliśmy im na plecy. W trakcie walki kilku próbowało uciec na bagna. Idioci. Nie docenili tropicieli Archolos.
Did you already kill them, or do you need me to go get them? There's Spirit. Yep, he died. Otis? Goodness gracious.
Hej,
Meldujemy swoją gotowość.
chwila. Co myślisz o tym planie?
Nie jest zły. Bez Corteza ci bandyci zamienią się w zwykłą zgraję dzikusów, pozbawionych organizacji i dyscypliny. Rozgromimy ich w kilka chwil. Tylko uważaj tam na siebie. Skoro jest ich liderem, to na pewno potrafi świetnie walczyć.
Alright. Well, that was extreme, and I didn't really agree with the whole premise of offering surrender and then being instructed to murder him anyway. I mean, the way it played out made logical sense with offering surrender that he was going to refuse anyway, but, like, just why bother offering it if we're looking to kill them all anyway? All this treasure I can't loot. Except for a swamp shark fang. I missed that. There's another swamp shark fang that I can't loot. Oh yeah, everybody is dead. Next question is, what if I just never did that quest at all? If I just put it off, that assault would never happen, and then
Czym?
everyone would survive? Or would the assault team just eventually go and kill everyone? Oops. Yeah, but Garros said something about people Trying to escape into the swamp and underestimating the Araxos tracker's ability, and I don't know exactly what the hell that was referring to. If that was supposed to mean, like, there was two dudes, one of them was Spirit, I think it was Spirit and Otis, who had, gotten past the first line, and if he was saying, like, okay, well, they, got shot in the back when they were leaving, or if that's, or if he was subtly telling me to come look for people out here, like this guy walking around. So let's see what this pirate's all about. Interesting. Do you want to talk to me, or are you just gonna follow me? This is very strange. There's no dialogue to acknowledge anything that just happened outside.
Co możesz mi
Or
powiedzieć o
inside, I
przystani?
guess.
Od czasu do czasu organizujemy turniej na pobliskiej arenie. Jest wtedy na co popatrzeć. Ale jeszcze piękniejsza jest uczta w karczmie po zmaganiach. Tam to jest dopiero prawdziwe wyzwanie dla ciała.
Opowiedz mi o Cortezie.
Radzę ci uważać na słowa, gdy z nim rozmawiasz. Jeśli usłyszy coś, co mu się nie spodoba, to na nas spadnie obowiązek pozbycia się twojego trupa z jego domu. Jeśli jednak poprowadzisz rozmowę w odpowiedni sposób, jestem pewien, że wyjdziesz z pełną sakiewką.
Well, he's dead, so it doesn't matter.
Co słychać?
Uważaj, gdy będziesz przemieszczał się po bagnach. Podobno w okolicy widziano obóz orków. Zaufaj mi.
O.
Nie warto się do nich zbliżać.
Now I'm extra incentivized to go explore the swamp. There's orcs that I can kill.
Odłóż broń! Odłóż to, albo ci przyłożę. I jeszcze jeden z tych nikczemnych stwór załatwiony.
What? This guy just turned into split personality disorder. Well, there's like a troll wandering around the swamps. Apples and pastry. Like, am I just supposed to be murdering this guy on my own, or do they want me to lure him back into the group, or what is the point of this random pirate who has no reaction to the fact that the entire haven has been decimated? Who also just slowly follows me around, doesn't talk to me, gets upset at me when I draw a weapon around him, as if he doesn't realize where we are. Oh, I missed it. I think I did not loot another swamp drone. For some reason my mind was thinking that they didn't have loot and I didn't bother. Where's the other one that I killed? Don't know.
Odłóż broń!
Here's Dinkle.
I jeszcze jeden parszywy stwór załatwiony.
Oh no, I got the weapon movement glitch. I can't change my movement until I land on dry land. Ay, ay, ay. So what's up with you, pirate?
Hey,
Now, is he gonna follow me? He just stands there. Like on lookout or something. What's up,
Hey, Ty.
Dinkle? Oh, there's orc banners and everything. Look at that. See, that's the stuff that I approve of, is escalating monster spawns with orcs having like a realistic invasion. A quote-unquote swamp troll. The old swamp rat fountain. Alright. I mean, there's quite a lot of orcs here. Is that an elite that I see way down by the fire? Looks like it. Okay, these guys hit pretty hard. Need to not get hit by the fireballs. Oh man. Oh, damn, I didn't see those guys over there. A healing potion. I can find them. Orc Elite carries an elixir of healing.
nie ma czego plądrować. Nic tu nie ma. Niczego tu nie znajdę.
Now that I actually look at this, Cortez's sword does considerable damage, but of course it's dexterity. Armor piercing and 100 and one-handed combat bonus. That's a pretty good weapon right there. If only I were a dexterity user. Corsair, not too bad. It's a big old two-hander though. I don't think I saw any better crossbows. Starting to get a little late. But yeah, I really I don't know what the game wants me to do with all these pirates. Like if I'm supposed to be coming out here and killing them all. What the hell? Oh. Why did they have slingshots all of a sudden? They killed the pirate, I think. Oh, they got crossbows, okay. Well, that's cool. This is reinforcing the Gothic 2 quasi-retcon, with the orcs being much more advanced technologically, with being able to sail in longboats, and I guess, I don't know if they're building these crossbows themselves, or if they are appropriating them from other armies that they've conquered, or what. Did I actually... I don't think I... Let me find that pirate, who I assume got shot to death by the orcs because he was following me around like an idiot. Oh, they despawned him. I got too far away, I guess, and then they removed his body, but not his sword. I hope he didn't have any useful inventory items on him. Oh look, we get to look at their ships too. Like, that's amazing. I love it. Maybe a little bit of a shame that we don't get a unique orc model for these crossbowmen. Like, I wonder if they could use those really lightly armored orc hunters or whatever, where they really just had they're the skinny type that just had the loincloth. You don't see a lot of those orcs. Maybe those could have been used for the crossbowmen.
Hey,
Like, I guess I'm supposed to be hunting these guys down, but, like, I don't know if they were planning to try to round up any of these guys to send to the colony, or what? I don't have a choice to do any quest dialogue with them. It's just they stand around or awkwardly follow me, and that's it. Or I kill them. Like, there's no in between. But yeah, it's kind of cool to see the orc ships here. I like the style of them, is very appropriate for what an orc might build. I don't know what they're using for these spiky things, if that's supposed to be a wooden tree trunk that's been carved in to look like a big ol' spike, or if that's carved from stone, which I would think would be a lot of weight for this ship. I don't know if it's worth it to swim out to these smaller islands. I don't see any obvious signs of anything over there. not sure what I just saw spawn. Oh, it's a she shark. Hello. Any new mine crawlers or sentinels in here? Okay. Gonna declare this place cleaned out. I see no loot in any of these little quasi huts. So I'm still completely baffled as to what the game expects of me with regards to these pirates. As Garros said that some folks fled into the swamp, but they underestimated the abilities of the Araxos trackers, which I assumed meant like
Odłóż broń.
he was sending people out here to get them.
Czekaj tylko, bydlaku.
But I don't know if that was instead supposed to be him saying like, hey, there's more out in the swamp, go kill them. So I'm like, aren't we trying to round people up to imprison? I don't have the option to handcuff people. Thank you for fire lizard skin and tongues, which are apparently needed for a lot of these high-end blacksmithing recipes. Oh, is there a swamp lizard? Some kind of lizard. There it is. But the fact that that one guy just that one pirate that I fought just died instantly. It wasn't a knocked down and then optionally choose to murder them. That kind of makes me think like I'm supposed to be killing them. Oh, you know what? There was probably magic ore veins on the other side of that temple, weren't there? Across the water, so God, I should probably go back there and grab that. Since all this stuff is apparently reset. Oh. Is that a swamp shark? Well, the golem somewhere. I don't know where. All right. Why don't I pop a speed? Oh, that was quick. Did I skip half the animation, or is that just a... It's like I blinked and I missed it. You can swim really fast, but you can't wade through water very fast. I really wish you could sprint with a torch out. This is kind of a buzzkill to not be able to do that. Like, this really is getting to a point where I'm feeling tempted to spend the 20 learning points to learn Circle 1 magic just so that I can cast light spells. That's because it is kind of annoying having to constantly drop and pick up these pickaxes, or not the pickaxes, the torches every time. If I'm getting into a fight, or, you know, if I have to run without the ability to have light out. was supposed to be a dude around here. I killed a guy back here, right? I think the dude was somewhere over here.
Ej, ty.
Still nothing with this.
No, teraz ci się...
Odłóż broń. Nie jesteś wcale taki głupi,
Where did you
jakiego
come from?
wyglądasz.
Why did you come from? It just shows up out of nowhere just to follow me around and then die. Because I think the whole point of this raid was to kill everybody, and since everybody on the inside has already been killed, I'm like, well, I guess I'll just finish the job. Not really my preference to come around here and just murder people. Even though I don't really have an issue with killing people in the right circumstances and being aggressive and beating people up and whatever, it's still not really my cup of tea to just ruthlessly murder people like this. Like, what are you doing reading a paper? Well, there's a shadow beast. So I would say that pitfall has been filled in if the shadow beast is walking over what appears to be filled in gravel and dirt. Have I killed a Dinkle yet? Sorry to say, but you might be next, buddy. Well, you are next. Well, I would say that's everyone in the swamp, unless there were dudes on the smaller islands that I didn't get the chance to see spawn into my viewing distance.
Niczego tu nie ma.
I'm not sure if it's possible that anyone could have ran farther out of the swamp, like to make it up towards the lake behind Rita's Vineyard or onto the roads past Rita's Vineyard. And I don't know if there's going to be any dialogue if I go back to Garros in the Scoundrel's Haven, or if they're even still there. For all I know, they may have despawned after I left. Oh, look, a bunch of Gobo warriors. What do you want to bet there were previously only goblins or black goblins here in the previous chapters?
Nie ma czego plądrować. Niczego tu nie znajdę.
So, this path leads up towards Rita's, so let me just poke my head out here and see if there's any sign of pirates or anything. Like, I seriously doubt anyone would have made it this far, but I just want to double check and make sure before I report back to Garros. Suspicious guys, probably not related to the pirates. The time shall approach for me to inquire if these guys are up to any suspicious activity. Or we'll just fight. That's fine.
Niczego tu nie znajdę. Niczego tu nie znajdę. Niczego tu nie znajdę.
Now to check the other road, and then go back to the swamp camp, and then probably be more confused when there's nobody there or no new dialogue. I won't know until I get there. This is where the one guy was reading whatever that paper was. Got 58 learning points, and I am getting closer to another level up. Yeah, I'm just... Part of me thinks I should just ignore the magic circle stuff and just stick to my pure strength, one-handed, and defense thing, just to see how far I can push that. That's effectively like the min-max strategy of just only putting points into stuff that contributes directly to your character's damage and survivability output. Okay, these guys are still here. There's a guy in there, though. That's different.
Hej,
Did I miss somebody? This is the merchant. All his inventory is gone. The guard probably stole it. This is some pirate. I guess there's like one survivor? I don't know what's going on with
co
that.
słychać?
Obecność wysłannika przyczynia się do dalszego usprawniania funkcjonowania Straży Miejskiej Archolos. Cieszymy się, że możemy z nim współpracować.
Okay, so call that good, I guess. Report back to Lorenzo? Not sure, but I guess I'm going back to Lorenzo. Big ol' load spike. That one actually wasn't too bad.
Ciekawe, jak będziesz zbierał zęby z połamanymi łapami. Za moment to sprawdzimy.
You really want to do this in front of the guard?
Tu się nie walczy, jasne? Niech to będzie dla ciebie nauczką.
Also, I'm just realizing, like, Ulrich and Ulrich. Ulrich and Ulrich. We've got this guy who runs the canteen for the guard named Ulrich, and then there's... I found Rupert! Randomly! I wouldn't have come here if not for a really loud watery noise. But Ulrich being the leader of the Wolf's Den, and then Ulrich being the guy who runs the canteen. Hey, you!
Hej,
Stop drinking water so loudly.
widzę, że nieźle odnalazłeś się w mieście.
A to prawda, nie narzekam. Robota w kuchni to zdecydowanie coś dla mnie. Przy okazji mogę pomóc chłopcom, którzy cały czas siedzą na warcie, więc spełniam też swój obywatelski obowiązek.
Co u reszty naszej grupy?
Po twoim wyruszeniu do miasta większość z nas jeszcze chwilę siedziała w wiosce. Z dnia na dzień wszyscy mieli coraz bardziej dość tej niewolniczej pracy za miskę ciepłej zupy, a mieszkańcy nie przestawali traktować nas jak obcych. Fabio zebrał kilku podejrzanych typów i ruszyli w stronę winnic, niby w poszukiwaniu pracy. Ja i Kazim zdecydowaliśmy się udać do miasta, a Anna postanowiła zostać jeszcze chwilę w wiosce. Wspominała, że do nas dołączy, ale jeszcze jej nie widziałem. Kazim też gdzieś jak kamień w wodę przepadł. Chyba szukał pracy w porcie, czy coś takiego. A co z pozostałymi, to sam nie wiem. Ale dość już o tym, lepiej powiedz co z Jornem. Udało ci się go znaleźć?
He did.
Niestety, Jorn nie żyje.
Cholera. Do końca wierzyłem, że uda ci się go odnaleźć. To był porządny facet, zawsze pomocny i miły. Czemu takie rzeczy nie spotykają dupków jak Fabio?
Well, I think that's the last of my original cohorts. So I've now seen everybody... Can you, like, stop running around like a lunatic? I believe I have since ran into everybody now. Oh, there's another suspicious guy out here. Do you want to attack me in front of the city guard as well? No? Okay. I guess I will do Lorenzo a favor and talk to him at 9 o'clock in the morning and not 1 o'clock in the morning. Hey, I need to sleep in this bed.
Czego u diabła chcesz? Wynocha z mojego...
Timo just squatting over there. How you doing?
Jak leci?
Kiedyś miałem okazję dołączyć do armii. Zobaczyć świat, walczyć ku chwale Myrtany i pławić się w nieprzebranych bogactwach. Dałbym wiarę tym naiwnym hasłom, gdybym nie poznał Adelarda. I wiesz co ci powiem? Podjąłem wtedy najlepszą decyzję w swoim życiu.
Garros has not made it back yet.
Hej,
Pablo's still hanging around here, where Atmar used to spend his time. Hey, Lorenzo.
hej ty.
Well, I've killed everybody.
Przystań Łotrów oficjalnie przestała istnieć.
Słyszałem o powodzeniu waszej misji w przystani. W tej sytuacji nie jest istotne, jak udało wam się tego dokonać. Najważniejsze, że pozbyliśmy się niepotrzebnej konkurencji na wyspie. A przy okazji wyświadczyliśmy przysługę straży, jak i wysłannikowi królewskiemu. Miejmy nadzieję, że to zapewni nam kilka miesięcy bez żadnych prób konfiskaty naszych okrętów. To jednak nie należy do twoich zmartwień. Wróćmy do tego, co dotyczy ciebie. Twoja praca dla gildii kupieckiej Araxos na przestrzeni ostatnich tygodni była nieoceniona. To dzięki poświęceniu twojemu i wielu innych najemników nasza organizacja może przetrwać w tych trudnych czasach. Jako przedstawiciel wszystkich zrzeszonych kupców chciałbym przyznać ci najwyższy możliwy honorowy tytuł protektora gildii kupieckiej. Od tego momentu odpowiadasz wyłącznie przede mną. Przyjmij ten podarunek jako symbol twojego statusu.
Sword of Archolos Defender. Well, that's kind of cool.
Jak sytuacja?
Szkoda, że z orkami nie pohandlujemy. Ale kto wie, może królewscy zapłacą nam za pomoc w pozbyciu się ich.
Oh, what do you know? It's actually better than my Magic Combat Blade. And now I have 107% crit chance. Which does me no good, but maybe like... Nah, this still gives me 40 health, 7 strength. And the 10 protection, which is probably the best thing that I can do, unless I were to, you know, switch over to like this Nordmar warrior belt and get Nordmar rings, maybe. What does a Nordmarian ring give for benefit? I would have to check with the, what you call it, the goldsmith, to see what the rings are worth. Wait a minute, because this needs with Nordmarian armor. So that doesn't help me at all, because I don't know where to get Nordmarian armor. So really, the main incentive for one sword or the other is just the looks. This hilt looks very similar to my Fear of Sailors, which I think I've already sold recently. The Magic Combat Blade is definitely longer and I think looks a little cooler with that serrated blade. I don't know how practical that is in reality, but the extra length and the more aggressive serration on the blade makes it look cooler to me, so I will take that. The Crownless King, Scoundrel's Haven no longer exists. Without those thugs, Archolos became at least a little more peaceful. So I still have to report to Huxley for the Envoy quest. And this is effectively the same thing. Wing or a leg is chickens. I guess I should probably do that, because that's been sitting in my inventory, or my quest log for a while now. Yeah. That's going to be around Silbach and Valerio, so let me chat up Adelard real quick and just see if there's any new dialogue.
Po rozbiciu przemytników dużo się o tobie mówi. Lorenzo nie może się ciebie nachwalić, a mnie przepełnia duma, że mam pod sobą tak dobrego wojownika.
So I guess I'll start moseying over to Silbach, and it looked like Victor wanted to chat me up when I was over there last time. I can look around in the town and see if there's anything new, and then head up towards like Bodevin's and Valerio's vineyard. Silbach. Myvan's still the only person who is doing any work around here. Ezekiel's kinda working, but he's working for himself. This guy still has a couple of his things. I'm getting closer and closer to reaching that point when I want to consider buying up all those.
Pokaż.
He's got quite a bit of stuff. He's got scavenger eggs, though. Hell yeah. That's what I like to see. But, you know, he's got like, 4,500 gold worth of strength and healing, or health stuff. God, like, I just cannot find a potion for recipe for this. Maybe, possibly Bodevin would have it by now. So I'll hold off and see if Bodevin does. That would be probably the way to go on that. Right. I think this is Victor.
Marvin, co u ciebie? Wyglądasz jakoś inaczej. Coś się stało?
Yeah, Jorn, he dead.
Jorn nie żyje, a mnie o mało co nie spotkał ten sam los.
Na Hadanosa. Sam nie wiem, co powiedzieć. Byłem pewny, że w końcu go odszukasz. Mam nadzieję, że uda ci się dorwać osobę, która jest za to odpowiedzialna. Gdybyś czegoś potrzebował, to daj mi znać.
Co tutaj robisz? Pilnujesz magazynu?
Ktoś musiał po tym, co się stało Gabrienowi. No i jakoś tak wyszło, że Albin wybrał mnie. Nie powiem, żebym narzekał. Większość dnia jestem na świeżym powietrzu i po prostu obserwuję, czym żyje całe Silbach. Skoro już o tym mowa, powiedz mi, co sądzisz o tej całej sprawie z orkami? Ramsay ciągle twierdzi, że to tylko pogłoski, ale mieszkańcy wioski są coraz bardziej zaniepokojeni.
Oh, the orc thing is real as hell. Like, I just fought a dozen or more of them out in the swamps.
Nie chcę cię martwić, ale na Archolos pojawiają się kolejne patrole orków.
Cholera, wiedziałem, że coś musi być w tych plotkach. Ale czemu nam nikt o tym nie powiedział? Niech zgadnę. Pewnie nie chcą, by wszyscy w panice uciekli do miasta. Dzięki, że mi o tym powiedziałeś. Będę musiał pomówić z Torstenem na temat dozbrojenia naszych wartowników i farmerów.
Yeah, hope that works out for you. I may not be around at all times to help you guys out if the orcs attack while I'm out exploring somewhere else. Show me your goods.
Pokaż.
Scavenger eggs! Boar tusks. I got 92 of these suckers. Why don't I give him 25? How about another 25? Swamp shark teeth, 32. I'll give you 10. Did I give him... Those are she-shark teeth, not swamp sharks. Or did I? I don't think I did that right. She-shark teeth. Yeah, okay. Troll fangs, I got 25. I guess I can give him 10 of these. Common fangs. 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, 150, 175. Here, I'll make it a nice even 200. The lurker claws. Not super valuable on the she lurker claws. Regular lurker claws. Not a lot of those, surprisingly. Common claws. 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, 150, 175, 200. Yeah, we'll call it good for now.
Nieźle. Porządne trofea.
Not bad. A decent trophies. Yes, indeed. How you doing?
Co słychać?
Uważaj na żaboludzi.
Yeah, that's right.
Wyglądają jak zazwyczaj trzymają...
Oh, that gets me a little bit more money. Havard is still out here. He doesn't train me. How about Paula's?
Hey, ty.
Paula, do you have scavenger eggs?
Pokaż mi.
Don't bakers use eggs for certain recipes? Maybe he just buys what he needs and doesn't make it available to others.
Hey.
How you doing?
Co słychać?
Słyszałem o pewnej ogromnej hucie, wybudowanej we wnętrzu góry. Pewnie już dawno spłonęła w wyniku rebelii.
Hej.
Nie ma takiej rzeczy, której bym nie naprawił. Czego potrzebujesz, chłopcze?
How you doing?
Co słychać?
A szkoda gadać. Przybywa nam coraz więcej problemów, a każdy kolejny jest coraz poważniejszy.
Show me your goods. Well, he has gotten a little bit better. Oh, I think I might have sold him these ones, if that's Elena's sword. I'll buy that. Yeah, alright. So why don't I do the same while I'm here and just unload some of this junk. I don't need a club. I don't need 30 rusty swords. I don't need to have 2 smith hammers. Or this many knives. Apparently having a lot of pickaxes is useful. Rusty Sword of the Wolfson, that came in useful for a quest at one point. Light Battle Axe, Rusty Two-Handed Sword. Sword of the Guard, that's somewhat interesting. Light Two-Hander Axe. Judgment of the Stars, I mean, it seems like a cool weapon. Rough Karnak, I can get rid of that. Staff of Judgment, screw it. General Subli's Baton, Combat Hammers, I don't care about. Southerner Machete, looks pretty badass, but no value to me. Longsword, lousy longsword. Cutlass, missing cutlass, like I still don't know. It seems like it would have been used for a quest, but I have yet to come across anyone looking for a cutlass that has been missing. Left Coast Sword is almost certainly useless to me now, but... Stonebreaker. Ochre. The Fat Man's Grit is just an awesome name, so I kind of don't want to get rid of that. Tormentor's Axe. Pretty beefy looking. Orcish War Sword. Kind of cool. Ben's Hammer, spiked two-hander. Magic Ore Sword. Can't I... Maybe I didn't craft that one. Rusty Bloody Claw. Interesting. Ramsey's Ancestral Sword is pretty valuable. I picked this up forever ago. I was pretty elated when I found this. Let me just go ahead and sell that now. Head Smasher, not as cool as the Thunderbolt. Although this does give a surprisingly high bonus to two-handed combat. Oh, it's because it's a dexterity weapon. That's why. That's probably enough of that for now.
Czas na mnie.
That's probably enough for now with him. How about you? Do you have anything of interest? You got nothing. Well, wait a minute. Does he have sheepskins? Yeah, I'll buy a few sheepskins. So apparently those are used in a lot of these blacksmithing recipes, and they're somewhat difficult to find. I think I probably have a decent stock of them now, though. I got 18, that's fine. It's probably much more than I need, in fact. Otto, anything? Still upset at me. You look like you want to talk to me.
Chcesz poznać sekretny przepis? Kiedyś byłem kucharzem i gotowałem przepysznie. Daj trochę złota, a sam się przekonasz.
Haven't I had this encounter before?
Jasne, trzymaj.
Dzięki. Bierzesz 2 chwastki.
2 weeds and throw them in a pot. Once they're cooked, you can eat them.
Nie
Ale właśnie kup ode mnie składniki.
And he gives me weeds. Yeah, and you're like, eh.
Wynoś.
It's kind of a dumb scam. But it worked. He got 70 bucks out of me. Even though I really knew better. Oh. There's some Volker's men out here. Are they gonna try to attack me?
Jak leci?
Byłoby świetnie, gdyby wszyscy, których szkole, byli tak zdolni jak ty. Mam nadzieję, że jakiś bardziej doświadczony ode mnie trener zadba o twój rozwój.
Any news around Silbach? Nope. Thought maybe there would be one about the beast having been slain. But I guess with the big ol' celebration over there, they probably didn't bother. Show me your goods. Eh. Nothing all that interesting to me. What's up with the Volker dudes? This guy wants to talk to me.
Marvin, szukaliśmy ciebie. Wiesz, musimy pilnie porozmawiać. Ale to nie jest odpowiednie miejsce na taką rozmowę. Chodź z nami.
Okay.
No dobrze, prowadź.
Za mną.
Let's go. There's no way this is a trap to get me out of town away from other people to attack and murder me. I just hope they're not taking me too far away because I wanted to do stuff in town, and there's like frogmen in the fields now, and can we stop? Here we are.
No to teraz sobie porozmawiamy.
And see, like the frogmen, that's a good way to do the escalating monster difficulty. Because to me that feels fairly organic, that these more difficult enemies that already existed in the world in some of these areas are just like spreading out further than they were originally, and you can kind of buy that as like, okay, well, things are happening around the island. It's getting more difficult for everyone, everything, and whatever. So, like, you know, frogmen being out on the river here and getting into the fields, that feels more plausible to me, that they would just, you know, more of them are appearing than had been here previously, and now they're getting more bold about exploring into places where they weren't. So now you're gonna encounter more of them than you had before. That works for me better than turning field raiders into more advanced field raiders, like the forest raiders or whatever, or just arbitrarily putting stronger versions of the same enemies in places. But yeah, like this, I totally buy the idea of the frogmen. Oh, that one just like walked out of spawn range. I totally buy the idea of the frogmen just getting more aggressive, and, you know, they are kind of crawling out of the woodwork in a sense. Because, like, I had previously killed everyone before, so where exactly are they coming from? Like, that's where you have to suspend disbelief a little bit, but it's easier for me to do that and say that, okay, you know, they're moving around. I didn't happen to be in the exact spot at the time to find all of the frogmen everywhere. So now is Kipper feel
Hey,
safe to be on duty again? Goodness, excuse me.
Hej, ty.
And then, like in this case, the Vulkers, bounty hunters, that's kind of, that's another good way to do it, where there's like a strong story reason for these new enemies appearing. Because something important has happened in the story, they have a reason to be out here patrolling the roads. So I buy that. But like here, why is there a warg here now? There were only ever young wolves and things. Now there's a black bear up here, like I don't buy this. This is where it feels artificial. It's not just that it's a bear, it's also happens to be a black bear. I'm like, okay. Chapter 5, we gotta have stronger monsters around, even if there was no real precedent for this before. Apples in pastry. So now I can make 26 of these suckers. That's a much more effective way to consume my apples. King's sorrel soup. Don't care. Boar stew and wine. So for this, I need to have 15 times 3. I need to have 45 things of fried boar meat. I gotta scroll all the way up here and back out, and then go to fry the meat. Find boar meat. Gotta make 10. Scroll all the way down to boar meat again. 20. 30. 40. I already had, what, 3 of these? 4 of these, I think, so... If I can find the boar stew or whatever... I think I should be able to make... Okay, I didn't have to fry one of those. But now I can make 15 of these. That'll give me an extra 15 health. This is necessary. Miserable weed soup. Not a very flavorful weed soup. But it only needs weeds, and it does heal 13, so I'm kind of pleased to see that that is an actual recipe. Martha's stew, I can make some more of this. Now that I have a buttload of vegetables. What is my any meats? Cooking preferences. Whoops. Any meat. meat, rat meat, and mole rat. So are those the ones that I want to continue using? Probably, because those ones I'm guessing have like the least value and heal the least when cooked. Sheep meat probably would be worth putting on there. Where's all my scavenger meat? Shouldn't I have a lot of those, or did I somehow use all that? 16 only? Man. Alright, well, I can make some more Martha stew, I guess. Martha Stewart. Sure. Oh, and this is where it gets fiddly again, where I'm like, now I have to dig through all this unsorted inventory to find the stuff I want. Oh my god. I'll just eat the pastries, because that's going to give me the strength. +1 strength. There's a bandit here still?
Nic tu nie ma, czego tu nie znajdę. Nic tu nie ma.
Getting a little late in the afternoon. Let me save, as it has been a little bit of a spell since I saved. I'm getting into territory where I don't know what I'm gonna run into. And come to think of it, why don't I look at my wanted posters? I don't remember what's... I'm gonna figure out what's the newest ones. Warned of a shadow beast, so it's not that one. As ridiculous as this information may sound, beekeepers claim that dragons have settled near the burnt mill. Okay, that's gonna be south of here, I guess. Or north of here, I don't know. I'll get there eventually. Water mages report strange contract magical origin appeared in the monastery. I'll get that next time I'm there turning in the quest for the 6 scavengers, but it's in that cave behind the cemetery. So there's a bounty hunter, extraordinary fighting skills man named Havdan. He was recently spotted near the moat between the city's eastern gate and the Amber Coast. I've been by there, but I don't think I saw him, so that guy is a little bit out of the way. I killed the Prophet. There's a southerner with a puma who I've dealt with. Western City Gate, herd of trolls in the forest above the underground passage leading towards the Araxos mine. Okay, so most of those are in areas that I will be getting to at some point, or they're kind of just easy to find. The Havdan is the one guy I know. I'm like, I don't remember. I was in that area and I didn't see him. And earlier I was talking about the lightly armored guys. There's a version that's even less armored than this guy. Like these scouts, they have that sort of the straps going across the chest, and they've got metal plates on their loincloths. But I could have sworn, like in Gothic 1, they had orc hunters or something that were very lightly armored. And I don't see a lot of those guys, and then I thought maybe that would be a good one to use for the crossbowmen's you just thank you. Huh, you're just leaning up against the wall, huh? I heard two dudes. Or I thought I did. Yeah, there he is. Okay. What is boar stew? There it is. Yeah. I mean, like, what is all this? I didn't kill these guys. And they're not in like a normal dead creature pose. Am I supposed to believe that they got killed by orcs or orc dogs? She-lurker. And more orc structures. Well, I will get those on the return trip. Let's look around and see if there's any new surprises anywhere in here. Oh, there's iron ores of mine. Horse. Well, there is that little island way over there in the southwest. Some dude was out there and he told me, hey, come visit me again sometime. I don't think I want to swim all the way out there just yet, but he made it sound like later in the game it would be, you know, a benefit to doing so. And now might be the time to do that if I'm going to do it, because I don't know if I'll have the opportunity to in Chapter 6 or not. I don't know if it's going to be like a Gothic 2 situation where Chapter 6 is kind of like a point of no return. So why don't I save here, pop a speed potion, swim all the way out there. And then I'll be able to either reload the save or warp back to the cave behind me if it turns out that it was pointless. Look at that. There is an orc ship here. And now to see if this will have been worth it or not. Oh, well, there's a she-serpent. A she-shark. So at the very least, I got some experience out of it. So that's where the teleporter circle is. As far as I could tell, last time I was here, there was no teleport rune. There's no way to get back here other than swimming out, so cast away. How you doing?
Co tam u ciebie?
Nie mogę narzekać. A, i mam coś dla ciebie.
Aha! Oh, alright.
Co tam u ciebie?
Nie mogę narzekać.
Well, he did give me something at least. He's just, not much for, you know, other than worldly possessions here.
Nic tu nie ma.
Nothing there.
Nic tu nie ma.
1 sulfur, 1 quartz,
Nic tu nie ma.
1 sulfur. 1 oyster. Quartz. Come on, black pearl. Oyster, alright. Not a very lucrative trip out here. Oh, but this is worth it. $500 XP and a magic ore vein. That's certainly of some use.
Ej, ty.
Still nothing new?
Co tam?
Nie mo...
I was still kind of secretly hoping that he would be like, hey, here's this badass sword that washed up on the shore, or here's a special spell scroll that I had lying around, or, you know, something that would have been a little bit more valuable and practical than just some seashells that'll give a random garbage, basically. I mean, some of those items could be used for crafting, but it's just kind of funny that the sea shark and the magic ore vein were the more exciting thing than the reason I went out there in the first place, was that I thought there would be some interesting dialogue or reward from that guy. So how am I doing on time? 1:47, alright. I'll probably finish exploring this little area across the river and maybe up to the volcano, and then that'll probably be it for this one. Goodness, there's just a lot of them. There's even black bears patrolling around here.
Nic tu nie ma.
The Orc Shaman. To quote the hero from Gothic 1. All those quests where you're trying to get the swords or settle the spirits of the Orc Shamans to you know, advance further into the Temple of the Sleeper or whatever, and he always says Shaman, and I'm like, ooh. That's not the usual way that I'm accustomed to hearing it. Oh, someone's fighting. Don't you kill my bear. Did the bear kill the orc? Bear killed the orc?
Niczego tu nie znajdę.
Goodness. I was worried they were going to kill the bear. See, because these crossbowmen having the same model as the warriors, it's just kind of confuses me. All the other orcs you can tell from a distance, like, okay, that's a shaman, that's a warrior, that's a scout, that's a elite, you know, and so it's like, if you're gonna make a distinct type with this special weapon, it would be cool if they could be visually distinct. And I think there was a possibility to use that Orc Hunter model that I haven't really been seeing. So I wonder why the decision was done to do it that way. To just reuse the Orc Warrior model. Frogman. I must have come up here at one point and explored this little nook, but for some reason it looked really suspicious to me and like not very familiar, so I was like, man, is it possible that I missed this? Oh, goblin berries. I missed that. It was right next to where I was chopping wood. Wow. You remember when frogmen used to be intimidating? Now they're getting one shot. That was a time ago. That was, like 100+ hours ago, according to the recorded game time, which is actually much higher than that, given, you know, that if you play out a 10-minute section of game and then reload, you lose 10 minutes of actual playtime. So that's only the 117 hours on the save file, not time spent actually in the game. Whoa. Well, I guess that's it for this little area on the path up from the starting area to Silbach. So I'll head back to town, do a hard save, then take a break. Probably should head somewhere after that. I guess probably my plan was to go towards Bodovin and Valerio's Vineyard to work on that 6th scavenger quest. But there's of course all stuff to explore everywhere, because now there's new monsters and new bounty hunter enemies, new ore deposits and trees and new stuff everywhere, giving me incentive to thoroughly explore the entire map for at least like the 3rd time, which is getting be kind of tedious actually, because like I appreciate having dynamic changes in some of these familiar areas, but having all the ore and the trees come back too is just like that feels a little too much. I know you don't have to go and harvest all that stuff, but it's such a good opportunity because it gives you more resources, which is more money you can spend buying permanent stat potions and whatever, so it really is kind of in your best interest to do all that. So the game is providing much more incentive to do all this than the previous games did. Alright, yeah, let me check the top of this waterfall to make sure there's no frogmen or whatever else. Oh, there is a frogman. And of course, with all these enemies here, that's, you know, all the more opportunity for experience, which gets you stronger, lets you learn more skills and make your character better. And some of these enemies in the main quest are actually like starting to hurt a little bit, like the bounty hunters. They can do some serious damage. So it's not like, you know, like the progression curve is catching up to me is what I'm getting at. So I have some incentive to get as much XP as I can so I can increase whatever stats I can to try to stay ahead of the curve. I hear a wolf or an orc dog or a warg or a black wolf or a hunting dog. Something of the sort is up there on that cliff above me, but I'm not going to explore that because that's more in a separate area of the map, which I would consider to be more along the lines of the path to Rita's Vineyard, as opposed to being necessarily in the perimeter of Silbach. So I will turn back and call this good enough for this area. Alright, so I will end it here and then come explore all this towards Bodovan and Valerio's vineyard next time.